Yo, what up, guys? Welcome to Gameover Entertainment. Today, giving you my thoughts on these new screenshots revealed by Telltale Games yesterday on The Walking Dead: A New Frontier, Episode 1 and Episode 2, releasing, matter of fact, in less than 3 days. I cannot wait to get my hands on this, and these screenshots has just basically up the ante because we're seeing a lot of new characters in these that we haven't seen before, and almost piecing together the puzzles of this story, how episode 1 and 2, Ties That Bind, is going to play out. But first, it doesn't hurt to actually talk about these screenshots, even though the episode's right around the corner. Let's go ahead and dive in. So here we got Clementine and Javier at this gravesite seen before. Yo, what up, guys? Welcome to Gameover Entertainment. Today, jumping into these screenshots that Telltale just released for The Walking Dead: A New Frontier, episode 1 and 2. And speaking of episode 1 and 2, you can expect to see gameplay on this channel promptly on Tuesday. As soon as I get my hands on this, that's as soon as I'm going to play it, and I will be having the gameplay up for you guys ASAP. But even though the game is less than 3 days away at this current state of time, it doesn't hurt to talk about these screens and dive a little bit into these and see what new things we can discover. All right, so first on deck, we got this screenshot of Javier and Clementine standing over this gravesite that Javier seems to be digging. This is a scene we've seen before in concept arts in the trailer, but we didn't see Clementine involved too. So Clementine and Javier, they both look equally upset by this death right here that's happened. So my new speculation right here is that I don't think this is someone in Javier's family down here. It possibly could be, but I'm more aligned with this being somebody in our group, some recent member who is helping us fight this group, this New Frontier group, and they met their demise while fighting them. I think that's what's going on right here, and I think that's one of our companions is actually down there, not one of Javier's personal family members. Now, that's my thoughts on it. Moving on to the next screenshot, though. All right, so we're back here at the junkyard area, and we got some characters that we know about and some we don't. Javier on the right here, Clementine right here on the in the middle, Javier's sister on the left, and this new girl right here in the back who looks like, how did I end up in this game? You know, she's scared to be in this game. I don't blame her. She'll probably be dead by the end of episode 2. But, you know, looking at the scene and the situation they're in the background here, we have this sub car right here, or this train car seems to be. That's interesting, man. Junkyard scene. Let's move on a little bit further. All right, nothing really interesting going on here. We have the herd of walkers, maybe just letting us know that, you know, this is The Walking Dead. You're going to see some zombies here and there, and they still are a threat. Not the main threat, but a tool that people can use to actually destroy people and destroy lives. So in the front right here, we got this very interesting walker, and hold up. Wait a minute. Is this Carl? Is this a spoiler right here? Carl in walker form? Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, it's Carl. I don't believe it. He's died. Nah, I'm just screwing with y'all guys. This ain't Carl, man, but this walker is lucky to be alive. I mean, once you get your eyes shot out or stabbed out like that, someone was actually trying to kill this walker, and I guess they didn't penetrate enough to go deep into the brain. That's the reason why this walker is still walking. But no, it's not Carl. I was just joking around. Let's move on to the next one now. All right, so Clementine and this other new character here on the left side, this black girl, all right, that we've never seen before. But, you know, let's talk about some things. Look like they're inside of the sub car, the one that we just saw in the junkyard. That's my guess. We got windows here on the left side, windows here on the right, and we got these railings on top so people can hold on when you're actually using this this train car, I mean, for what it's supposed to be used for. And look like Clementine is just upset. You know, in half of these screenshots we see Clementine, man, she does not look happy. I don't think she likes to be photographed. You're like, who's that taking a screenshot of me? Did I give you permission to take a screenshot of me? And then she just gets upset. But seriously, I'm kind of curious at who is at the other end of this stare. Why does Clementine have her gun out and drawn? You know, and also some other details about Clementine here. We see the missing ring finger on the left hand that we've seen before. No bandages on it. And we also got the scar from the dog, reminiscent of a season 2 Clementine. that she had to stitch up her own arm. So I'm glad to see that still holding together, and that scar is still very prominent too. So that dog really did take a bite out of me, man. Hate that dog for that. But as far as this new girl is concerned, I'm really curious about her storyline too, because she looks like she can be an interesting character. Just looking at her, she looks like she's going through some things. Talking about keeping the hair short. She keeps the hair extra short. And looking at her head, she has a really big gash, scar on her head. So I'm curious what happened to her. You know, someone obviously tried to kill her, and whatever story goes along with that scar is probably not going to be a nice one. So she has an unpleasant past as well, is my guess. But let's move on to the next one. All right, now this is not an official screenshot from Telltale Games that we got, but it does show Clementine on the right here in the jacket and Javier on the left. And they're inside, looks like they're inside somewhat of a bunker, maybe a bunker where you would park a plane at. So I think they're at the plane field right here. So yeah, nothing much going on right here. Clementine with that, you know, don't take my picture look once again. You know, she's not very photo friendly. Now this next screenshot right here, looks like we caught Jesus slipping. Talking about this character right here in the middle, guys, that Telltale is bringing into the fold, a comic book character known as Paul Monroe. Very prominent character too, and looks like this may be our first encounter with the way this scene is going down, because we're all holding him to gunpoint. Like, we just found him. He was out, you know, scavenging, maybe sneaking around, right, trying to assess the situation, and we caught him. Now that's very surprising to me, because, you know, Jesus, he's a very stealthy dude, man. He usually can get out, don't get himself in these type of like high pressure situations. But there was a situation between him and Rick where he got caught up too and had to kind of talk his way, scheme his way out of it. So I guess a similar thing's gonna be going on here, where we actually realize that we can actually work together, because we know, as we see in the trailer, that Jesus actually works with us. Now, I think this is something that actually takes place when we're on our way to the New Frontier's main headquarters located in Virginia. We're traveling here and we run across this character Jesus, and we all got our guns pointing up to him. Now let's look at the characters involved in this. We got Javier on the right side right here. We know him. We got Clementine, gun drawn, ready to shoot. Jesus in the middle, Javier's brother with the beanie. Then we got the two new characters that we've seen before in the trailer. This big guy on the left here, kind of interested on what his story is. What is his motivation for joining us and helping us fight? And this new black guy back here, that if you look hard enough in the trailer, you saw him, but you had to look really hard. All right, so I'm curious what's going on with these two characters. What's their story? What they're all about? Maybe one of these two characters could be the character in the grave that I was talking about earlier. But you know, who knows right now? Just more speculation. I'll have my answers by Tuesday though. So let's move on to the next one. Now this screenshot right here is actually something we've already seen before in the trailer, where the walkers are attacking in the junkyard area. And as in the trailer, there was a girl right here in this vehicle right here on the right. And we don't see her right here in this screenshot, but she was passed out. So what I think is going on right now is that Javier and Clementine and the rest of her little gang is trying to distract these walkers away from that girl who is actually stuck inside that truck, and probably fired off a few shots to lead them away from her and toward us, so we can actually defend her and take care of these walkers. And now we're getting down to business. No mistaking at this time, we know who's on the other end of Clementine's mean glare. Javier. Now, speculation. What do you guys think is going on in this scene right here? I think this may be when Clementine first encounters Javier. Don't know if you can trust him. Don't know if you should shoot him. So she's holding him to gunpoint to see what he's all about. Or this may be the scene from the extended look where we saw Clementine taking out a walker and actually walking alongside Javier with his hands being cuffed. So maybe she doesn't trust him at first, and this is their first time meeting. But Clementine, I gotta admit, she looks badass as hell, man. Holding that bloody ass shotgun too. Like, look at this shotgun. This shotgun's been through some things. Maybe some up close and personal shots. I don't know. Maybe some bludgeoning of a walker with the gun. I don't know what's going on, but that shotgun is like, it's a scary looking shotgun actually. And Javier, you want to be smart right here. I'm curious who we're controlling. Are we controlling Clementine in this scene, or are we controlling Javier in this scene? Because it could be two different dynamics of how you react to the situation, depending on who you are. But yeah, guys, tell me what you guys think is going on in this one. And let's flip to the last one right here. We're back in the abandoned, rundown airport area. That's what's going on here. We got Javier on the right here and Clementine on the left walking. Clementine still in that jacket. So maybe this is where Javier and Clementine first meet up at. You know, they meet up on the road and then they walk into this location. I'm not too sure because this whole airport scene, I've seen a lot of screenshots, seen a lot of footage in the trailer, and I'm not completely sure what's actually going down at this location. Who owns this spot? You know, is this a friendly spot? Is this a hostile territory? I'm not too sure. Okay, because right here it looks like it's friendly. People are just walking around, you know, nonchalant. Clementine and Javier walking around looking good. They're not sneaking. This ain't no stealth mission. So I'm kind of curious what's going on with this. And then also we got the horses in the background. Something new, something we've never seen before in the Walking Dead games. Actual horses that we can ride. Can we ride horses in this game? Seriously? Make it happen, Telltale. Don't you dare show us horses that we cannot ride. Okay? We better be either riding a horse or driving the car. I'd rather ride a horse though. But yeah, guys, another scene out there where I don't really know how the story fits together with this. I wouldn't be surprised if this was multiple playthroughs, back and forth, you know, Telltale just switching up, keep us guessing and whatnot. But this is definitely the abandoned airport area, the gas fuel station here on the left side, and horses and Christmas lights. I don't know. This is definitely a community where people are living at, but I just don't know the situation right now. Just looking at their facial expressions right here, this may actually be a bonding situation between Javier and Clementine right now, where Clementine, at first, things start off like pretty hostile between the two characters. They don't know one another. They can't trust them. But Javier is talking to Clementine here and maybe understanding his situation, his motivations, what he's after, his family and everything else. Clementine begins to understand what this character is really about. And you just by the look on her face, like she's more understanding or kind of saddened by the situation that maybe Javier is talking about here. So I think this may be a kind of a character development moment right here going on. But yo, guys, that's all I got to say about these screenshots right here. Unfortunately, that's all I have. What are you guys' thoughts about these? Did you see anything here you want to talk about? Comment down below. And are you guys ready for Walking Dead episode 1 and episode 2 of A New Frontier premiering on the same day on Tuesday? I can't wait to get my hands on it, but I'm out of here. I talked about this shit enough. I'll catch you guys later. Game over. Out.